guys, Phil here with Supreme Canine. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your pet's nutrition. We see all these dazzling videos online all the time. Dogs going vertical up a wall, going into a tree, jumping over great distances, doing all kinds of cool bite work. But one of the main reasons that dogs can do those things is their physical capabilities, their nutrition, their health. And it's something that's not talked about much online. I don't know if I've ever seen a dog video about nutrition, but I wanted to talk to you about how I feed my dogs, and it may help you, it will help you in providing better nutritional quality to your dog. It'll stave off health problems, it'll give them more energy. It's delicious, and you can feed this way for a very small dollar amount more than what you would by going to Petco or PetSmart, which, oh, by the way, if you're shopping for dog food, those must be the most complicated places on the planet to try to negotiate and understand. There's not very good food there, but there's very good marketing there, and it's easy to get lost in the sauce looking at all the brand names and all the pictures of dogs and so on. So let's get started with my mainstay. Excuse me. This is The Honest Kitchen. The Honest Kitchen is a raw food. It's been dehydrated. They have chicken, they have turkey, they have beef recipes. They have both grain-free and whole grain. I feed my dogs whole grain because they don't have allergic issues, and that's something that you can get lost in if you don't know about it. Whole grain is okay. It's not bad for the dogs, as long as they don't have allergic issues. If they have allergic issues, then you want to go to a grain-free recipe. Otherwise, you can save a lot of money by using a whole grain food. But this stuff is great. It is human-grade food. So what that means is you and I could eat it. I've been tempted. I've never tried. But my dogs are about 60 to 65 pound Malinois, and they got a feeding recipe on here. But they get 3 cups a day. They get a cup and a half in the morning, a cup and a half in the afternoon or evening, and it sustains their body weight well, and you want to make adjustments on that. You can look at the Purina. There's a Purina chart about body mass index type thing. But what I've always been taught and what I stick with, one is I watch my dog's performance, and the other thing is I want to see the ribs without being able to count the ribs. That's a good rule of thumb. So The Honest Kitchen, you can have it drop shipped to you. They'll send it to you on a regular interval, which is really cool. We get a box, I think, every 2 weeks, and I can't remember what this makes, but it'll go a pretty long way because it's dehydrated, so it's fairly light. But when you add water to it, and think about this, dogs originally, they had to chase game animals, and they had to capture them, kill them to eat, right? And they would eat also different vegetables and different things as they would forage. But think about the water content, the hydration in the natural environment in which dogs would eat, including other animals. We're made up of about 70% water, right? Other animals are made up of about 70% water. So you need a lot of hydration, a lot of water actually in the food that your dogs eat. It just makes sense. So The Honest Kitchen is the mainstay, the go-to. Here's one I tried recently, Inukshuk. Inukshuk comes out of Canada. We just finished this bag. I don't think it's not as high quality as The Honest Kitchen, but what it is incredibly high caloric content. This is what they feed the sled dogs, most of them in Alaska and Canada. The food actually comes out of Canada. You can find Inukshuk on Chewy.com and have them send you this. This bag went a hell of a long time. Probably lasted, I think maybe 6 weeks with my younger dog, and he gained about 6 pounds on it in about a month's time, actually. And so we're throttling him back. I had to pump the brakes, and we're getting him back over to The Honest Kitchen, a little lower caloric content. So Inukshuk, good stuff. They've got different mixes and so on. This is the 32-32, so I think that's fat to protein, if I'm not mistaken. But that's also a great food to consider. And then we talk a little bit about supplementation. So this is Cosequin. Many of you may have heard of this before. Cosequin is basically glucosamine and chondroitin. There are some other other ingredients there, but this is very good. Essentially lubrication for your dog's joints, right? Their hips, their elbows, their back, neck, and so on. So this is very good. It's just one soft chew a day, depending on the weight of your dog, and you want to feed it, of course, in accordance with their schedule. It starts at a larger number and then reduces over time. I also give my dogs Vertex every day. This is another great product, and by the way, none of this is promotional. It's not meant. I'm gonna tag manufacturers in this video, but this is not meant to sell their product. I receive no incentive. All this stuff has been bought on my own dime, and I just wouldn't play that game. I want what's best for your dog. I want what's best for my dogs, and I think this stuff is it. So Vertex is this thing. They sell them in different sizes, but this whatever this is, whatever size this is, goes a hell of a long way. This is 10 pounds of Vertex. It's 24% protein and fat, 4% fiber, 5% moisture. It also has glucosamine and chondroitin. So if you had this, really you could get away from using the Cosequin, but I give them both. Better to have and not need than need and not have. And you got all kinds of vitamins and minerals and stuff in here, but incredible for your dog. So consider Vertex, and you can get that from Amazon.com. It makes it easy. The last thing is two bags of secret squirrel powder. These are some things that I learned about recently, and it has to do with bolstering or increasing your dog's dopamine. And what is that? Dopamine is the drug or chemical of motivation. It's the chemical that makes you want to perform, to do something, to accomplish something. So if you're interested in knowing what these are, you can go to the website and send me a message. But that's kind of more on the DL, on the down low, and secret stuff that I just found out about, and it seems to work really well. It's easy to acquire these two products, but it's not easy to find out about what they are. So if you're interested, hit me up on the website, and if you have any questions, give a call and or send an email. I'm happy to answer them. Take care. Hope you have better nutrition and better health for your dog.